Major drama with custody battle over newly divorced celebrities. We got to talk about this, but before we get into it, hello! My name is Sebastian and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. Listen, it is Halloween week and today I'm coming at you like Dora the Explorer with my backpack. So, I just thought it would be really funny to kind of it's Halloween week, girl, dress it up. I don't really have like a Dora the Explorer outfit, but I thought, you know what, girl, let me wear a short wig and like a kind of like a school uniform and a backpack, and then I'll be Dora the Explorer. How about that? So anyways, you guys, we got to talk because this is so crazy. Listen, if you are brand new to my channel, the whole vibe is like we're on a FaceTime call. We're just hanging out. And, I am known as your messy bestie. And as you guys can see why I'm your messy bestie. Like, I'm literally the friend who's going to like FaceTime you and, make you laugh while you're at work or something. Oh, girl, look at the volume. Girl, I love it. Anyways, listen, we gotta talk because this is actually really crazy. Like, this is becoming so crazy. So do you guys know the singer Sia, the chandelier, the covering of her face? So she and her husband have, or ex-husband, soon to be ex-husband, filed for divorce, right? But it's getting so crazy and so like bizarre and insane because now there's been new like huge allegations that are coming out, okay? So Sia's divorce from her second husband is getting nasty because a custody battle just broke out with both of them hurling accusations at the other. In new legal docs, Sia's estranged husband, Daniel Bernard, is asking the judge for sole custody of their 1-year-old, alleging she is in serious and immediate danger to their son, But Sia has already restricted to monitored visits because of a child P investigation. Child P. You know what I'm talking about. That's crazy. In the papers, Daniel says Sia is an unfit and unreliable parent struggling with substance abuse and addiction, rendering her incapable of providing safe or stable care for her son. I am the only safe and reliable parent for our son. I am a doctor, young, healthy, and have no criminal history or drug or alcohol addiction issues. Daniel wants Sia to submit to random and regular drug testing and is asking for her to be limited to 2-hour professionally monitored visits 3 times a week. Sia has responded that there's no emergency reason to grant full custody to Dan. She says Sami, her son, has been and remains safe in her custody since their separation, noting that they already agreed in August 2025 to give Dan very restricted, professionally monitored visits because he was under investigation by the LAPD and DCFS over illicit child pornography, okay? Allegedly found on his computer hard drive. She says she demanded the monitoring after being informed of the investigation. According to Daniel, Sia deliberately concealed she was hospitalized in LA for 2 weeks and tested positive for barbiturates and benzodiazepines with no legitimate medical explanation. In addition to sole custody, Daniel's also asking for regular monthly child support of $77,000 per month. Although he was an oncologist when they first met, Daniel alleges he's been unemployed and has no source of income because Sia seized off funding of their joint company, Modern Medicine. He says he's totally financially dependent on Sia, who has had an extremely successful and long music career. As for the Child P investigation, Dan denies any involvement and says he believes Sia planted evidence in order to restrict his time with their kid. Sia says she understands the investigations have been inconclusive and are now closed, but says that does not alleviate her concerns of their son spending unsupervised time with him. She is open, however, to additional custodial time for Dan so long as there is an experienced child caretaker present, like Dan's mother or a nanny. She says she's not open, however, to a drastic step away from their current custody agreement. As for her sobriety, Sia says she's been sober for over 6 months and says she has repeatedly agreed to drug testing for her and Dan, claiming it was Dan who refused to get drug tested on a regular basis. She says Dan's attempt to weaponize my past sobriety journey serves no legitimate purpose and is intended only to distort the facts and undermine my credibility. Oh, wow. Damn. First of all, can I get a round of applause for that reading, honey? Because my dyslexia and ADHD, girl, they did not win this battle, honey. I was reading that word for word, girl. You would have thought I was auditioning to get into Harvard Law, honey. Backpack, backpack. Listen, I will say this, it is, first of all, can I just say, it is so crazy to me how couples can go from like massive, being in love and wanting to spend the rest of their lives together, create businesses together, doing all these things together, and then this, the whole child P thing, that just gives me chills. It just makes me sick. And I mean, I do have to say, like, I believe I read that case is now closed, but that Sia still doesn't feel comfortable with it, and that he believes that she planted that. I have to say, look, it sounds like they're both going at war here, okay? It sounds like they're both, just going at it. I feel like what they should maybe do, seriously, is go to court, right? And have like a huge investigation of the child P, of the alleged drug use, of all of these things, and have, doctors and lawyers and the judge, confirm these things, right? And investigate those things so that they, can see, what's what. I have seen Sia interact, with a bunch of people, and I mean, she seems like the nicest person in the world. She's so spiritual. She's all about like manifestation. She's all about like love, and she's all about like the world and caring for things. And she's, always been very, very sweet and kind. So it's very crazy, for this to be happening. And, I mean, I have to say, like, let's say that, what she said is very true. Like maybe at one point she was, using, she says she's been sober for 6 months. You can weaponize that on somebody. Do you know what I mean? Like people who have gone through addictions deserve the chance for a second chance and to heal, because I do believe that addiction is an illness, and it is an illness that you have to really, do your work to get better at and to heal from, and to, educate yourself, and to, want to take that step into sobriety. And I don't think that anyone should hold that, over somebody for the rest of their life if they have really worked really, really hard to overcome that, so this is just insane to me. It is so crazy how people like just change, and how they just want to, just so crazy. And he can just go get another job, honey. If you're a doctor, girl, go get a job, right? Don't ask Sia for $77,000, girl. You're like, that's the thing. It's like, it's giving Kevin Federline. And also with the alleged child P thing, that's just crazy. So hopefully the law can get involved even more, do their, what is it called, due diligence or whatever the hell that word is, and really figure out what is going on, because something needs to happen so that that boy can live a beautiful and healthy life, and they can just separate and never talk to each other again, and really, really figure out what is going on. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you all. I am so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah.